see that the belt here is missing on my car. The belt wore out, snapped. Something that should have been caught during the last oil change, and it was time to change that serpentine belt, but no one's seen it. And what happened is the engine overheated, and now the head gasket's blown. The engine shot, my car is gone, and this is my only means of earning a living through Doordash. And I don't want to hear I'll find another job. I'm in my 50s. I Doordash at night to make ends meet, and I spend the daytime looking for a regular job and working on inventions to try to find another means of bringing in an income to where I don't have to Doordash anymore. And I actually used to love Doordash. It used to pay very well. You're in your car, you got freedom, it's kind of a decent gig. But lately it's nothing but $2 and $3 orders I'm hit with. And if you're going to make any money, you might get a $13 or $14 order, but you got to drive 20 miles out of the zone, out in the country where there are no other zones, and then you got to turn around and come back. And that has just put an insane amount of miles. I think I've got 265,000 miles on this car. It's a little Ford Focus. It was a great DoorDasher car. But you got to spend half of that money on gas, insurance, and the expenses for the upkeep. And in the end, I'm not making that much. And I was trying so hard to find another job. And it's either I tear this car up driving it full time, or I drive it at night and try to find work during the day. And in this economy, at my age, it's hard to find a good paying job. It's just, they won't hire people my age. And I've looked. I've been all over the place. And now I'm financially ruined. I no longer have a DoorDash car. And I have no ways of bringing in money. And DoorDash don't give a shit. I've got 10,000 deliveries under my belt, and they don't care. They don't care. I'm just a contractor. You know, fuck you. You're a contractor. We don't care if you tear up your car, and we're not going to pay you a decent wage. We're going to give you $2 for a delivery if the customer doesn't tip you. Thus, making the customer spend even more money in order to pay us. They don't tell the customers that we're technically earning our money only from their tips, because that $2 doesn't even cost or doesn't even pay for the cost of the expenses to do the job. So this is something that it's a warning to anybody who wants to deliver for DoorDash. This is what will happen to your car. It will get worn out. The tires will get worn out. I used to have 4 matching hubcaps, and the potholes in Indianapolis here are horrendous, and I've lost the front 2. And on this wheel over here, just about a week and a half ago, I fixed the dent, but you can kind of see where the dent was. I had a pothole, put a dent in it, and the tire went flat in the middle of a delivery. So, I don't know what I'm going to do. I have no means of making any more money. I can't DoorDash anymore. And I don't make enough money even from DoorDashing to go in debt on another car. So this is what DoorDash has done. It ruins you financially. And they turn around and make billions of dollars. I think DoorDash is worth $75 billion right now, and the rest of us are getting peanuts. No insurance, no nothing. We're contractors. Not employees, you're a contractor. That means fuck you. You go out, make us a lot of money, and hope that the customers will be kind enough to tip you. Here's the problem with the tipping thing. Usually you don't tip somebody until you make sure you get good service. They're expecting people to tip ahead of time. Well, you can tip somebody and then you can get shitty service from that person, but hell, you're out of your money. If you take the tips away afterwards, you can have a DoorDasher that will bust their ass, go out of the way for that customer, and then they turn around and take the tips away. This little system, this little rig that they have going on is a joke. It is designed to make them money and fuck the customers and fuck the drivers. And another thing that they do is there'll be a McDonald's in one zone, and they will have us drivers pick up the order from that one McDonald's and drive it clear across town, 12 to 15 miles away, to a customer who has a McDonald's around the corner from their house. Now, the customer isn't paying attention. They rely on what you don't know to screw you, both the drivers and the customers, and they don't know where that order's coming from. They just place the order, pay the high fees, tip you maybe $3 or $4, thinking it's only coming from around the corner. And then all of a sudden, they get overcharged on the delivery fee. Well, now DoorDash makes more money, but the driver gets screwed because the customer isn't tipping high enough because they don't know how far that driver has to drive to deliver that food. And we're like, why are you ordering from a McDonald's across town when you got one around the corner? We asked the customers. I've talked to other drivers. I've asked the customers. I thought I was getting it from that McDonald's around the corner. No, you got added delivery fees because your order was shipped to a McDonald's across town. And this kind of shit's got to stop. Because now, I'm just one driver, and I am guaranteeing you I'm not alone because of the miles and how hard we got to work our cars. I know I am not the only driver who has ruined their cars and almost ruined themselves financially trying to earn a living. The amount of money this job pays isn't worth it. DoorDash or the customer, somebody is going to have to make a change because this little whip-off scam has got to stop.